What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook Pals? It's Pluck the Bunny with a double Book Nook unboxing today. That's right, we're taking a look at two different items in this video. And why is that? Because they get sold together. That's right, this is the 2-pack from MiniCity of their mini Book Nooks from their Cathedral series. So we're going to be taking a look at the Pantheon and the Notre Dame Basilica of Montreal, even though the L is lowercase. So stick around, and you get a 2-for-1 today. All right, we're back, and we're starting off with the Pantheon here, so let's get into it. Neat looking right here. I'm going to try and throw a picture right up here of the actual reference photo for this from the Pantheon, if I can find it. And let's get into it. It's always a lot of goodies in a MiniCity kit. We haven't done one of those in a while. So we got a tube of B7000 glue. What brand is this? GSE. Oh, we have a bunch of little magnets in here. Interesting. Some little micro neodymium magnets, which is cool. These are the tape strips for wire management, which are useless. And then we have our tiny little emery board. And what do we do with this, guys? That's right, we throw it away because it's worth nothing to us. Okay, and we have our LED package right here. I'm guessing it's going to be a mix of cool and warm whites, if there's any variation in color at all. This being a old school cathedral, it's going to be more of the natural lighting than anything else. That's just my guess. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before when guessing, but I am not wrong here. So we have we have 4 cool, looks like cool white LEDs. They're pretty neutral. It might be considered warm, but they're pretty midline on a double, or rather a 2 AAA battery box. So pretty standard stuff with the standard touch sensor. It's okay. It's a mini Book Nook. We're getting 2-for-1 in this package, so I really can't complain too much. But let's take a look at the pieces. So we got right here our paper craft. It looks like we get 1 full set and then a second set of doubles. And it also does look like we have to cut our decals out. So it is on a sticking back. All right, so we'll take a picture of that really quick for you guys. Get it in focus. You can see my finger I sliced open today. All right, so we do have the Latin. Who can tell me what this says in Latin? Put it in the comments, please. And then we get a second set of them in case you messed the first set up, since you do have to cut them out. Let's take a look at our instruction manual. Okay. Get these batteries out of the way. All right, and it looks like pretty standard fare for a MiniCity Book Nook. Full colored renderings. They are a little more appealing to look at than some of the other manuals that are mostly black and white. The downside is it can be hard to find what tabs go into what, though it does look like they did a really good job here of highlighting the different tabs and sections in red. For you can see right here and right here, and I will put a picture of that. Gonna have to get a better camera for you guys. Another thing I really like is the diagram of all the pieces and the table of contents. That really helps make sure you're not missing anything. And my favorite thing that MiniCity does, scan this barcode right here, gets you right to a full high-def digital version of the instruction manual. All right, let's continue on with our pieces because we don't want to go too long on this since we're doing 2 for today. All right, make sure when we're cutting our pieces, we're going to go in our sawtooth pattern on the top because we do not want to accidentally cut in between our pieces. All right. MiniCity known for their good acrylic pieces. It's one of their featured things. So I see right here we got a lot of statues double-sided painted. Beautiful ground piece right there. I'll take another picture there. You can see the details on that. Now, hopefully I can identify what that statue is, and I might just 3D print one, because I think that would look cool. Now, the question is, do you resin 3D print it for better detail, or do you filament 3D print it in the granite filament to give it a better base paint job, or not even have to paint it at all? So tell me in the comments, what would you do? Resin print it in white, and then give it some gray highlights to make it more look like stone, or use the filament printer for less resolution but better color? You tell me. All right, interesting faceplate. It's got a unique shape design to fit the opening, and then we have more acrylic pieces. Interestingly enough, these are corrugated pieces. Not corrugated, I'm sorry. These have perforated lines because it does appear that these are going to form the dome on the inside. So interesting that we're going to use bent acrylic as opposed to accordioned wood, which is what I would normally expect for that. And there goes our yarn at the 6 minute and change mark. I did pause in the middle, so I don't know quite how long it's been. So nice work on the front, beautiful stonework on this. Again, MiniCity, really big into the architectural stuff. That's really where their bread and butter is. They've done other stuff, of course, but I really think their strongest stuff is their architecture stuff. And then again, I like the resolution of this camera better, so we're gonna stick up here for the rest of the video. Some really beautiful detail work. You can see right here the etchings, the different marble patterns. It really just is beautiful, and we are going with some accordion wood. So again, I'm not sure why we didn't do that for the domed roof. Maybe to let some light in, maybe to reflect some light, I'm not sure. Beautiful floor pattern right here. I mean, look at that. Look at that detail. That's just magnificent. All right, this is going to be our back. Conclave of the Gods. Amane Stay Convenu. I'm guessing that says Conclave of the Gods. They usually means God. So, I mean, means God. So, I don't know. You tell me. Beautiful celestial painting for the ceiling. And, of course, this is double-sided. And these are going to be our other sides. So, wow, look at that. Very Pantheon Conclave of the Gods. And that light. So, I'm guessing because of that light coming through, that's why we went with... That's why they went with acrylic for the ceiling. Let's not forget this. And now we're taking a look at not Notre Dame Cathedral in Europe. This is the Notre Dame Basilica of Montreal. And again, they did accidentally lowercase this L here, and oof, I feel bad for them. But you know, I don't think it's going to take away from the beauty of this. And again, I'm going to put a picture. Ooh, right. 2 for 2, guys. I'm going to put a picture of the reference photo for this. You can tell really the difference in architectural styles. If someone can tell me the 2 different architectural styles between the Pantheon and the Notre Dame Basilica of Montreal, I would love to see that in the call comments as well. I would love to see that in the video comments as well. Guys, I'm a 911 operator by trade, so call comments is part of my daily vernacular. But you can really tell the difference in styles from the stone, simplistic, more monotone beauty of the first one to this incredibly colorful one here. And I also like the doors on the front of this one. This is really cool. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so similarly, we have, so no magnets this time. We have some other things. So we got our B7000, which is nice. We have our waste of space sheets for the sticker, for the wire control. We have some paper here. So our paper in here is more scrolls, and this is really some ancient old, has really that old English thing. I think this is the Virgin Mary, forgive me. And some confessional curtains, I'm guessing. And reward in the pile. All right, so let's take a look at our lights in this one. And I see an LED strip, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4 LEDs. So we got more LEDs because we have a strip on top of everything else. And I don't know, guys, because of all the colors in this, I'm really feeling that we're going to see some colored LEDs here. I just feel like we're definitely at least going to see cool and warm, but I'm thinking there's going to be a blue in here as well. Hey, look at that. Look at that. This is why you come here, all right? Because every once in a while I get it right. So we got the cool, we got the warm, even closer to orange, to be honest with you. And then we got some blue ones as well as the strip. So, in fact, the blue is on the strip, and it alternates with the cool. And then we have some really different intensity of the cool LEDs themselves. Just had a feeling, considering the color scheme of the material, that we were gonna have some blue in there, and really the warm and the cool. It just felt right. So looking at the instruction manual, pretty much the companion piece: shining by day, glowing by night. Interesting little message down there. We have, all right, same elements. Really nice description of the different LEDs, so you know which one goes where. They're all different colors. Props to MiniCity for that, as well as a high definition manual and a customer service. So that's really cool. Our table of contents. So again, pretty standard, solid colors all around. Nice like written out tips in English. Color coding on the different steps. They really show that they are making significant improvements in the quality of their instruction manuals. Really, really like that. Labeling nice, clear pictures and diagrams. So that's good to see. Whew. Yawning like crazy, guys. All right. So I'm only going down because they have the notches on these to kind of index the boards. And so I'm going to... Because this is a cathedral, I'm going to put my faith in it and break my own rule. Alright, here's our GH&I. So different thicknesses of acrylic. Some really awesome patterns on these. They're going to look really cool once they're lit up. I mean, this is the thicker one, so we have some clergy members. I'm not sure what these are. Woo. And then we have, sorry guys, I don't know why. Someone once yelled at me in the comments and told me that I was a fool for not editing out the yawns. But you know what? I am who I am, and that's who you came to see. So... we're sticking with it. This is the main focal point of this, and by the looks of all these pieces, it looks like this is going to be layered, and that's going to be cool with the light shining through that as well. And then this eye is actually like a thick paper or very thin wood. I can't tell. I think it's actually a very thin wood. So it's like a 1 millimeter wood. Interesting how these columns are on this. I think it's wood. And then we just have our pieces here. So you can tell the difference between the two cathedrals. Very, very vibrant color here. Some cleaner, like straight, lots of bold straight lines. It's more in your face. Okay. This is a cool, like, starry, like, brush pattern here. All these different patterns crissing and crossing and swirling all over the place. I mean, look at the inside and then the outside. Look at that beautiful starry thing. And what I do like here is the windows, which means we should be able to see into this Book Nook kit from 3 directions, because the 2 sides have windows, the front's got doors, so there's going to be a 360 degree vision on this one, which is pretty cool. Lots of curved pieces here, very, very, very flexible, which I would expect from a newer kit. Our battery box in the back with more of this really cool natural brush stroke looking painting. More curved wood here, and again, very flexible. But guys, please just be careful when you're putting in these tabs. You don't put too much sideways tension on it and break these pieces, because if they're really flexible, it means not too much is holding them together. And then we have our beautiful set of doors. So guys, this is the 2-pack of cathedrals, one of their newest offerings. Pretty soon I'll have another one of their new offerings coming out, which is another one of their max book nooks. So that's their double wide and not quite as tall book nooks, which are really cool. But yeah, guys, so I really see their vision in selling the 2 of these as a 2-pack. You know, there's a huge difference in style between the Notre Dame Basilica of Montreal and the Pantheon, and I think between these 2 you're getting a really cool experience. 2 mini book nooks. All right, so you're gonna get the same amount of building in the end, but you're gonna get 2 different products. They're gonna look good next to each other. They're gonna contrast, but they're also gonna complement each other, and I think that that's really what makes a book nook collection special. Things that are disparate but also one and the same. So until then, from Montreal to the Pantheon, this is Pluck the Bunny saying good looking, good nooking.